How much is too much to spend on a friend's destination wedding? We're debating the cost to say I do, now on the Brew.
All right, Joel, how much is too much to spend on a friend's destination wedding?
Weddings are outdated, so more than $0.
Woo, short answer. Okay, I had my finger back on a button. I said, woo, okay.
I can elaborate if you'd like me to, but that's the answer.
All right, why don't you elaborate a little bit, because now I'm curious as to why.
Okay, in the last 50 years, weddings have really become a huge thing, and there's so many different cultural ideas of what weddings are. Should the daughter's father pay for it? Are you an arranged marriage? That's a huge part of the world. That's like more than the United States even thinks of. Here, it has to be a Christian thing. They're supposed to, the girl's supposed to be a virgin. You're only supposed to have one wife. There's all these fucking stupid made up rules. And I just want to say all of it's stupid and it should be $0. And you should not expect your friends to go over there to Australia or Mali, ooh, amazing, and spend a bunch of money on you so you can get divorced in 3 years, like the statistics say you're going to. So I would say $0 is a good amount. And if they're paying for it and it's like a, if it's like a whole inclusive thing where, the bride side and the groom side all are paying for all their friends, that's perfect. Great. Go have fun on the wedding trip. But don't expect me to do anything because marriage isn't sacred. It's fucking made up.
I think the one thing I think you're right on, marriages, it's like weddings and that whole thing, it's just a big business. It's a moneymaker for wedding planners, for, the people that make the dresses, for the bakers. Like it's big business. And the problem that big business is now it costs big bucks. And these destination weddings, when you want people to go far away, not everybody can afford that. So I would say this, you shouldn't expect anybody to go blowing lots of money to go to your wedding. If they go, that's great. I would say at the most $1,000, and I think that's even asking way too much. I think, like you said, it should be down to $0. If you want people to go all the way to Australia to go to your wedding, then you should be wanting to cover them. It shouldn't be on that other people to spend thousands of dollars because you want to go to Australia. You can have it right down the street, even at a JP or go to Vegas and have it for $50. People would love to go to Vegas and have fun. They don't want to go like in these crazy locations. Not everybody does.
Just go to the drive-through. Like Elvis will marry you, and that's more sacred than anything you've ever been taught. For real. Like it's a fucking waste of time. It's a waste of money. And our both of our answers, by the way, wouldn't even be controversial 100 years ago. But in the era that we grew up in, it's always been hammered into our heads. Oh, you must do this because that's the sign of success. And you should not be putting pressure on. You should especially not be putting pressure on women, but you shouldn't be putting pressure on men either for that shit. And you shouldn't be putting pressure on people to spend a lot of money, to put government into their lives, into their taxes and all that shit. Like, you're putting way too much pressure on people for something that isn't going to last anyway. Every wedding I've ever been invited to, I've said no, and they've all ended in divorce. All of them. Every single one of them. And that's what all of your marriages are going to end as. So get over it, move on. It's 2024. It's super outdated. Don't ask me for money. There's no amount of money that I'm going to spend on your wedding. I won't even show up unless you're paying a lot of money.
Whew, that's quite the monologue there. That's wow. The only thing I would say is if it's a super close friend, maybe a little bit of cash, that's it. But don't expect any big bucks, like I said. I gave my total already. But our viewers, they have lots of answers to this one. Another controversial topic here in the Brew. So let's find out. Nick says, hello, Delta Airlines. Can I get a plane ticket from McGee Tyson Airport to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport for free? Ed says, 0. You're getting a card if we're close. You're getting an email if we're not close. And I'm adding you to my email list because you dared to invite me to this abomination. The Weekly Awakening podcast, Colleen says, depends on how much I like them and where the destination was, but no more than $1,000. However, in today's world, that's too cheap. And starting with the final answer,
Yep.
This is selfish couples at the max. You cannot expect people to fly thousands of miles to watch you say I do on some dumb beach. If you want a destination wedding, then pay for the guests to get there. Whew, selfish couples. Wow, Starman went for it on that one.
Hey, go for it, Starman. Rip into them dumb beaches.
When I ask how many destination weddings poor Starman got invited to, it sounds like quite a few. That may not have actually been a good thing at all. I've had to do them before too. I've gone a couple states away, and it is for some very close friends. And yeah, it's just always that thing. The one thing too that I hate spending a lot of money on a destination wedding. The food usually sucks at a wedding reception. It's not that good. I could take you out for a better night here in New York City and get you a real nice steak or seafood dinner for a lot cheaper than what these catering halls are going to get you. So I always feel it's just a waste of money out the window for the most part.
All of the time. Not even for the most part. All of the part. And like the cool part about like, I'll give you a little Vegas insight. You can just do a drive-through wedding here. Like that's how insignificant it is.
Oh yeah, well my for the most part, because my other part of the most part answer is I'm more than happy to go to a Vegas destination wedding. I've done that before. I had friends married by Elvis there on Las Vegas Boulevard down by the Sahara. Oh yeah, it was great. They got married in a diner. It was crazy. And I'm like, sure, I'll fly to Vegas, but I like Vegas, but I would not expect someone like my mom to spend all this money to fly to Vegas, who she doesn't like Vegas. She doesn't want to go to Vegas, so I wouldn't expect her to spend hundreds of thousands or even $1,000 to go. But, for me...
There's a common denominator in your answer.
Yeah. No, it all comes down to the money. That's the money factor. So, and especially in this day and age when travel's expensive now, everything's just, the price, everything's blown up, but paychecks aren't going up, so you gotta, keep it real. But, all right, it's everybody's opinion. You do you. It's a opinion show here. That's what we do. So let us know what you think in the comments down below if you have any agreements or disagreements with us. You know what else they should do down below, Joel? You know what they should do, right?
Use your little clicker.
Yeah, hit that like, subscribe button. Lots of fun here in the Jersey Joe 50 YouTube channel. Fun, more bar talk, games, and more right here every week. So, okay, another controversial subject here. Got a few hard ones here the last couple weeks on the Brew, but, hey, it's up to you. You guys, you do you. If you want to spend the money, go for it. It's your money or not.
Yep. Just don't be surprised when they get divorced in 3 years and you're like, ah.
Oh, man.
Because that will happen.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's try to keep it positive here.
Here's to the divorcees and the people who learned better and the people who, like me, learned from other people and never made the mistake.
Nice adult mode. All right, well, thanks for all your great comments. Here's Joe and I saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, I hope.
More funny and crazy 911 calls and citizen app alerts, this time from Houston, on an all-new Kicking Back with Jersey Joe.